Just in time for the elections, let's talk about someone who's frequently in the news, and that is Donald Trump. So Donald Trump has reportedly spent way more on plastic surgery than his wife, Melania, and even the rest of his family. So a celebrity plastic surgeon has looked at Donald Trump and the rest of his family and has predicted that Donald Trump may have spent up to $1 million in plastic surgeries to get to his current look, which is going to be more than what his wife, Melania, and his daughter, Ivanka, have spent on their faces. In fact, there has been some support that Donald has had quite a bit of surgeries because his ex-wife, Ivana Trump, mentioned that he's had a forehead reduction in the past, as well as liposuction of his body and his neck area. Other procedures that have been rumored include a hair transplant or multiple hair transplants, as well as veneers for his teeth. So typically, liposuction surgeries cost anywhere between $2,500 to $10,000 depending on the body part. When you're looking at hair transplants can range very widely. It depends on how many units of hair are transplanted, and ultimately this all boils down to where you have surgery. For instance, hair transplants are known to be extremely cheap in foreign countries such as Mexico or Turkey. They're going to be a little bit more expensive in America. Hair transplants can be upwards of $20,000 or more in the United States. One thing to remember though is with these types of surgeries, they can be done multiple times. So you can have multiple rounds of hair transplants. You can also do liposuction multiple times if you continue to gain weight, especially as you get older. So you're really going to start racking up a bill when you start adding up the total that you spend on plastic surgery over a lifetime. But personally, I don't think Donald Trump has spent up to $1 million in plastic surgery procedures. And if he has, I don't think he got a great value out of the procedures that he's gotten. The other thing to keep in mind is we're talking about Donald Trump. This is a businessman. I don't think he's a guy who's going to be forking over exorbitant amounts for procedures that tend to be a bit affordable to the general public. If he did have plastic surgery, he probably bargained it way down, or maybe he didn't pay for it at all.